Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're a bunch of us non-nerdy-ass voice actors.
Wait, no, we are nerdy. We're just non-voice actors.
Yeah, us unpaid voice actors sit around and...
Wait, no, we're not voice. I don't think I could ever be a voice actor.
Our group of
I would
mostly
be
educators
terrible
sit
at it.
around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
I like how you say educators. And I'm not even a teacher or employed.
Yeah, you're not even a teacher, dude. We got like 5 teachers here. No, I'm kidding. We only have like 4.
All right.
So, to do the recap that I've already done once before we restarted this,
Suck.
let me do my short version of this. The party got to Barovia, agreed to take the job from Ismark, the mayor of Barovia Village, to keep his sister safe and get her away from the village and away from the Eye of Strahd, who you revealed to everyone was a male. Then you went to bury their father, ended up killing the priest's child because he was a vampire, and drove him to suicide because he couldn't live with the shame of outliving his son.
That sounds really depressing.
Then
Like that.
Y'all bought some pies from a nice old lady. Y'all got on the road, came to a crossroads. One of you saw a harrowing vision of your future being hanged from the gallows. And then Yava, y'all's resident dragonborn and seemingly non-expert, but at least a little bit proficient in the ways of this land, told you that y'all should definitely check out Sarah Pool because she saw a marker that it was a Vistani encampment. She led you there.
We are dancing.
The party immediately started at your arrival, and after a little bit of conversation with Yava and the others, not necessarily a different language, but a very roundabout way of talking, almost like a cant. And eventually, y'all managed to make Vracus, the most stubborn of your group, actually do a little dance. And that's where we start off tonight.
For the record, Vracus was peer pressured.
That is true.
And guilt tripped.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Wombo combo.
Yes,
Puppy dog eyes.
we did peer pressure.
Immediately around you, you see about 12 Vistani all engaged in the party. There are others at separate fires around this encampment. You see a few Vistani who are not participating actively in the festivities and seem to be just keeping watch. Kind of guarding the wagons and the tents and just making sure that the area is safe. There's wine and food freely available to anyone who wants it. There's conversation and song. Ilsalis is currently walking around with a viol, engaged with the music as well.
I believe one of you guys asked me about the names I use. I don't remember who it was, but I remember there was somebody who had asked the question about what like Vistani background or something.
Probably. I mean, I probably asked something like offhanded, but like I don't remember asking anything in the chat.
No, it was before we ended the last session. I don't remember, but
I don't think it was me. Then
it might have been.
It might have been the lion.
Yeah, it might have been the lion or Gene. Speaking of Gene, he's not. Y'all don't see him, and Yava, you just kind of see this lamp setting next to you. If you want to just hang on to that for him.
yeah, I'm just gonna. What happens if I stick it in the bag of holding?
There's only one way to find out.
I'm just gonna tie it to the bag of holding.
Okay.
I'm not gonna stick it in the bag of holding.
Probably a good plan.
Yeah.
All right.
anyways, I'm pretty sure it was. I don't remember. I just remember being asked because I was like, I read all this stuff to answer the question, and I know this stuff, and I wanted to tell it. Now I don't remember who asked or what.
Well, you can either just really quickly explain what you're wanting to tell. You can just do it out of character since we're not sure who asked, or you can wait until it comes up if you'd like.
Or you can do it in character and just
You can
direct
yell it
to
out
the
at
air.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's listening. Okay. I went and I read like all this stuff when I created the background and the backstory and everything. Parker gave me all the information. And I read it, and so I was like, I'm happy. So I was like, I actually know information. So I was like, I want to share this. Anyways, so when we entered the encampment, I was just like, I am Romani, and they're like, oh, and they all started freaking out. Well, they all started freaking out because Romani is those
Romanio.
Romani. Those are the people who choose to leave the Vistani on good terms. They aren't kicked out. But when you leave, they will basically have a funeral for you. And they will keep you in memory as if you're just somebody who has passed on and have died. And that's really morbid, except for when you return home willingly, because then they're like, you've come back from the dead. And so every time I return home, there's a party. Super fun. It makes coming home all the sweeter.
Do they have a funeral every time you leave?
I don't know, because I'm gone. They might,
I'm
but probably.
going to be honest, that sounds like a lot of resources for something so... I wouldn't say trivial, because that actually seems like a rather interesting tradition, more so just for someone who leaves so often.
Yeah, I mean, not really, because my family just love any reason to have a party, but we're pretty just like having fun. But the other words that I said, and I'm going to say this wrong because Parker always corrects me, Strine and Pratine, they're outsiders to the Vistani, which all of you are, because, unless you haven't told me something, you're not like me. But you're welcomed with me, because I'm trusted. But a Strine is somebody who's neither a friend or an enemy. It's somebody who is just welcome. Whatever, you get it.
Outsider.
Yes, an outsider. I didn't want to say that though.
That's the term. It's the term.
Priatene. I almost had it right. Is a trusted friend, which I hope to call you guys all one day, but right now, you just haven't gotten there yet. But I do trust you most of the time.
We've only known each other a couple days. That's okay.
It's fair not to trust somebody that you really just met. It's fair.
Yeah, exactly. So right now you guys are Strine, but maybe I will get to introduce you to the people who raised me as say it again. Priatene. I won't remember, but I can.
Just write it phonetically on your sheet.
No, because that's just too complicated. You can do it because you're the one who sent me the information.
Nah, it's fine.
Anyway, but yes, my family. It's fun when I come home. I love it.
About that time, this old man. Also, you're hearing fireworks in the music. There's definitely fireworks going off. This older man that you're seeing on the Discord kind of walks up and claps a hand on Yava's shoulder and says, "We don't have a party every time, but we already had the stuff this time, so might as well."
Do I recognize this guy?
No. He
He's
does
just
seem to be... Yeah, he's an elder of the camp. In fact, none of these people you've met before It seems to be a different clan.
Big.
Yeah. He does kind of look to the rest of the group and says, "If you want, I do have a story. I wouldn't mind delivering it to you.
The last story they heard kind of freaked them out.
This one is... it's relevant, if nothing else."
It sounds interesting.
I'm always open for a good story.
Well,
Things
gather,
coming out of bags is kind of creepy.
gathered around the fire. And get yourself a drink, some food, and I delivered the story, and then after that I have someone who wants to speak with you all.
What kind of story is this?
This is a story about the one who watches over this land.
Ooh, I like to know about her.
I see that you have found out the secret.
She introduced herself.
Do we know if they prefer her or if they prefer a they?
Her.
Okay.
So he kind of settles himself in and gets his own, like, like bottle of something that's probably stronger than wine, and he looks at all of you, and you see him kind of just like signal with his eyes to everyone else, and the music kind of drops a little bit, takes on a different tone. The fireworks stop going off after a moment.
Oh.
A mighty wizard came to this land a few years ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood in this exact clearing with us. A very charismatic man he was. He thought that he could rally the people of Barovia against Lady Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and actually bore them to the castle en masse. When Strahd appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. Few stood their ground and, well, they weren't seen again. The wizard and Strahd cast countless spells at each other, and their battle flew from the very courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. And it's nighttime, but he kind of gestures in a direction where earlier in the day you had seen that there was a waterfall. I saw the battle with mine own eyes. Thunder shaking the mountainside, great rocks tumbling down. A few even aimed for the wizard, but hit by his magic, he survived. That was until lightning from the very heavens struck him. But I thought he was dead, only to once again see that he had stood his ground. This battle raged on for hours, and finally Strahd fell upon him herself. And, well, a wizard's magic can't save you when you're face to face with death incarnate. I saw him flung 1,000 feet to his death over the falls. And then I climbed down to the river to search for his body. Well, to see if he had anything of value, obviously, but fortunately the river had already spirited him away. I tell you this story to warn you. This is not a fight you want to get in by yourself. Don't think that the people of this land will be able to just overtake Strahd like countless other dictators have been overtaken just with large groups of people. You're going to need your wits. Strahd served as a general for many years and is very sharp-minded and very powerful. Unfortunately, something has corrupted her. Turned her from just the general and lady of this land into a monster. We need her to be restored, for the curse on this land to be broken, for the wise and just ruler that she once was to take back hold and reclaim this place for good, or to pass it on to someone who is worthy.
That sounds like a difficult proposition.
It does sound like an interesting and relevant story.
May I ask who you could, I suppose, recommend, or who you think this would be exactly more a position for them to rule
Do
these
you mean
lands?
the successor?
Yes, the successor.
Yeah, that is a good question. It would be much easier to just simply kill her.
I don't know if anyone who would be able to take on the spot of successor personally. But Strahd likely brought you here for a purpose. I think some part of her still wants to maybe not give this all up, but find someone who is more worthy of the title.
Her purpose for me cannot match my own purpose. I enter this realm with a grudge. She took me away from my mission, my quest to become a Githyanki.
I mean, my mother told me that I needed to come here, but we might be able to help her.
Got for plop.
I'm sure all of you have your
The
own...
library is on fire.
That's unfortunate. I'm sure all of you have your own wants and needs and reasons for wanting to go back home, but I beg of you, don't look for the easy route out. Unless she wills it, it won't happen.
And
It's not a,
what
it's
are
not
you
a gift
offering?
we can give.
Now, what gifts
Offering
can
for
you
what?
give? Were we to accomplish this?
I'm sure the
Do you need to be paid for everything, Ruckus? Does
What's
your heart not know
the
what charity is?
charity?
To be fair, Ruckus, I believe payment would be freedom to go pursue your quest. Is it not?
You can always get more.
Sometimes more is less. Sometimes less is more.
Sometimes it's
From my
realize that
experience,
everything.
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Jess.
So sometimes it's good to realize that you don't always need a payment for a service.
Why?
Sometimes it's just the right thing to do.
What determines right?
Is it helping people?
No, no, no. No.
sometimes
Little one, you are mistaken.
sometimes
Might is everything.
this Pistana Standovere, he just kind of gently reaches out and like taps Vracus and says, sometimes the reward will show up at the end if you don't demand one. I'm sure the people of this land would flock to whoever was able to end their suffering and freely give what they have. But also,
Rackus looks at him expressionless.
as I always tell my
Do you ever have an expression on your face, though?
He looks at him nonplussed.
I feel like Rakus also often has a irritated expression on his
Yeah, that's
face.
what I
He,
always
he
imagined too.
gently lifts his arm off of him because he doesn't stab him with a spear. He just gently lifts his hand off of him.
I mean, Brackus being around Malayan, Yava, and Yolanda is just like the worst scenario for him.
Sometimes the real reward is the Vistana you meet along the way.
Rakus like, no, I want money.
Alrighty. Well, at that point, also looking nonplussed, the older man says, I can offer a little bit of a gift now in the form of assistance in this task.
Assistance in the task? How is that a gift?
Because knowledge is power, Brackus.
Well, you don't give a gift.
You see Visola's point
helping.
in Yav's direction in a sign of like he would have said the same thing basically, but he doesn't say anything.
They just fist bump.
You cannot describe something as a gift when it's helping you complete the task you have assigned someone else.
To be fair, Brackus, if we're going to be escorting the young lady, I believe we're going to be butting heads with Strahd no matter what. So
Yeah, no disagreement there.
one way
Like
or
I said,
another,
I already
any
have a
assistance
grudge.
dealing with it will help.
Right now, all I have in my head is, I've got a job to. Do you want it? What does it do? Does it help? If you don't want it, give it back. No.
Then it helps.
Very well, Vistani, I will consider it, given I seem to be in the minority and these fascinating folk around me are my lifeline, for lack of other.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I think he just called us friends.
hey, Ruckus, can you make a perception check? Just kind of add like a background perception check.
Yeah, just a regular perception roll.
Yeah.
Oh!
You are noticing, and I feel like Vracus would be kind of in tune to this. You're noticing a lot of these Vistani, a lot of their jewelry, or even like the weapons some of them carry. They have a lot of silvered stuff. Just of note. You would probably notice this.
What I have noticed?
You're also welcome to make that roll as well.
I will tell you how you can help me now, Vistani.
Yeah, you notice. How was that?
Name, but okay.
Among people of my culture, silver is the most prized possession of a warrior. Since I have been taken from my task, it would mean much if you could part with some of that. I could perhaps one day craft into a weapon befitting a warrior such as myself.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Did I misread you? Was this like what I was? What? Okay. Persuasion, intimidation.
Can I offer some assistance with this?
How do you assist him?
I will step up. I pause. He's just been kind of like idly just playing this whole time. Nothing too loud, obviously. Just something like kind of low and mellow.
Mm-hmm.
Just to follow. Just to go with the more calming. Well, not calm, but the more like simple conversation. You know,
Mhm.
it's basically the equivalent of like someone like tuning. kind of like that volume. Well, so if I may, I also come from an order that specializes when it comes to certain, let's say, problems.
Let's just say it's a
And
good thing I don't have a disadvantage.
I come from I come from a place of where these people deal with certain problems. They seem to specialize in silver weaponry as well. From the looks of this area and from the looks of our host, he when he says that, he's not referring to the Vistani, he's referring to Lady Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
I feel some silvered armament would actually be rather helpful. If you could spare some, we would be very grateful.
That's a good line. I mean, in my opinion.
Tell you what, we see if we have anything to spare, and if not, we. Well, he looks to Yaba. You should know this. Thani are known for their silversmithing. We can definitely silver anything you bring, so long as you bring the materials or coin. But if we have anything lying around, we will get it for you as well.
I pull out a silver shard. Tell me, could this be forged into a spear?
May I?
Indeed. It is said that while we do not have family, it is said that this was part of a silver sword of gift.
Tell you what. We can definitely use this to at least plate a spear if you have if you would like your spear done this way, I could definitely get this plated for you, this shard.
Out of character, what does that mean?
He's just gonna it's basically anything, like, you just silvered your spear, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can get gold-plated jewelry instead of it
Yeah.
just solid gold.
Remember the...
Yeah, because, like, in the book, I believe, not Strahd, but in the DMG or PHB, it's 100 gold to silver any weapon, and that can just have it either be plated, where it's like the edge is just kind of essentially coated in silver, or you can have like an entire weapon made out of silver, but because silver is like a softer metal, this is what I assumed, it's like enchanted in some way to be as sturdy as like regular swords, for example.
Yeah. I kind of imagine that if you're getting like +1 weapons, they probably already have some silver or gold imbued in them because those can store like magic. But yeah, to get it plated, it would definitely make it to like werewolves, for instance, who are immune to non-silvered weapons. It would
And
allow
fiends.
them.
Yeah, mind flayers too. Mind
Yeah.
flayers are, yeah.
Are they really?
I think so, aren't
Or
they?
they're resistant.
They might be resistant.
I think the silver swords and armor of Gith are more because Blacketh is fancy as fuck, and
she's that bougie bitch.
they steal a lot of shit. They might as well make all their armor look nice.
Get that platinum drip.
Yeah. The man kind of like he's holding the shard that you gave him, and he's kind of holding his hand out for the spear.
I hand him the spear.
And as you go to do it at the last second, he like holds up his hand to like pause you and says, "I think you owe your friends more than whatever that excuse for a dance was, though. So after your reading, you do that. I will get the spear back to you."
Do what?
A reading.
You
That
need
should
to-
be fun.
You need to have fun.
I think you might have just asked the impossible.
I don't know. We got him to dance.
That's true. It was a little more like sparring than dancing. Remind me to have you spar with me sometime.
You will not fare well.
We'll see.
At that point, he just like casually takes the spear and wanders off. As he does,
Overconfidence is so an insidious killer, Fracus. Temper yourself.
Every time I say something arrogant, I just think level 3, level 1.
Level
That's fair.
3.
As he's
Let's
walking off, he like points
go.
with the tip of the spear towards the large tent and says, "Don't keep her waiting. She gets impatient." And he wanders
Who's
off.
waiting?
He doesn't say.
Oh.
Guys, I'm gonna like grab them by the hands and just drag them forward. Because while I may not like readings, Yava does.
Malayan will follow into the tent quietly and kind of like looping arms to Irina, kind of gently guiding her in as well.
Oh no, I'm
This
sorry,
horse is
Seashells.
following.
I didn't realize we'd lost you there.
She's
No,
back.
it's fine. I'm back.
Solas follows behind. He's just kind of like he's holding the bow of the veal in his tail as he's just tucked it under his arm.
So, I was not clear, but I would have grabbed Felsolus's and Varakis's hand to drag them forward.
All right.
See, I assumed you just grabbed Fracus.
No, both of you.
He would have kind of pulled back and just followed in the
Rakus
same way I
reaches-
described, but like he would have just given you this look of like, don't do that.
No.
Rakus reaches for the spear that's not there and then relents
Alright.
and lets you drag him.
You head inside the larger tent. Magical flames on the inside cast a reddish glow over the interior, revealing a low table covered with a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table, as a hunched figure peers into its depths. Without looking up, she speaks, the crone's voice crackling like dry weeds. "Ah, at last you've arrived." And with that, cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from withered lips as she pushes the crystal ball to the side. Finally looks up at all of you and kind of leans forward, and she's very old. You would probably... She appears human or half-elf, but very, very wrinkled, definitely showing age. Hair is gone past silver and is now just... There's a lack of color in it. And she smiles at each of you in turn. She says, "Yava, good to have you back in the fold."
It's good to be back, even if it's not where I grew up.
Turns to Vracus. "And Vracus, don't worry yet, we'll get you back to your queen."
Praise Blacketh.
"Yolanda, you need to keep better balance, dear." "Velsolis, and your company. It's good to meet your acquaintance. I'm hoping we can take care of that for you. I don't see your friend Jean."
And I'm gonna point to the lamp. Pretty sure he's in here.
"Probably. And Malayan, dear.
Yes.
It's so good to meet a follower of... Well, mother to you, right?"
Mm-hmm. You follow her as well?
You could say we're old friends. And she just kind of like points to how old she is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Malayan's in her head thinking, I'm probably older than you.
Maybe.
Because elves age weird.
Yeah. Malayan's like 100, right?
150.
Yeah.
Looks good for her age.
And then she kind of leans back in the chair and pulls out a very ornate, like, rosewood box and sets them on the table and says, I have a bit of knowledge. I get... Sometimes I get an urge to do a reading. It's been a while, but... I'm sure you're all familiar with prophecy and fate. And the Fanes, even though they're not what they used to be, they can still offer glimpses into the future.
The who?
The Fanes, the watchers of this land, so to speak.
You mean the Fates?
One and the same, almost.
And what exactly is the nature of these fanes? Are they false gods?
To you, everybody is a false god.
Not
Says the person who
There
wishes
is only Blacketh.
Oh dear.
not quite gods, not quite mortals, somewhere in between. Even though Strahd would have you believe she is the land, these three are explicitly the land. And their power has waned, but they can still offer us assistance. So with that, and she opens the box and pulls out a familiar deck of cards that we saw earlier, and separates them into two stacks and begins shuffling them very dexterously, given how thin and bony her fingers are, and her age. She's lightning fast with the shuffles. Now, we do a reading for your group. This will determine a number of things. But first and foremost, it will give you insights into some tasks you will need to complete if you wish to leave this land. In addition, it will tell you who to meet and where you'll find, I suppose you could call them enemy. She lays out 3 cards kind of in a triangle towards you. Puts a 4th card from the smaller deck to make a diamond, and then lays a card in the center. She taps the first one and flips it over. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. And you see that the card says the illusionist on it. A man is not what he seems. He comes here on a carnival wagon. Therein lies what you seek. She gestures to the second card. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection. A holy symbol of great hope. She flips it over, and it's the monk, and she just smiles and turns and looks at Yolanda.
Hey.
The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun, in the house of a saint. She points to the third. This card is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight, better than any silver. She turns it over, and it's the Avenger. The treasure that you will seek, and she's kind of looking at brackets with this one, lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted.
The Adventure?
Avenger.
The Avenger.
You just have to go meet
As
Captain America
my
or Iron Man. It'll be fine.
People know vengeance well.
She touches the 4th and flips it over. This card will shed light on who will help you greatly in your battle against the darkness. She flips it, and her face takes on a worried cast, and she looks up at you all and says, I see a child of Vistana. It's imperative that you do not dally too long. Her fate hangs in the balance. You'll find her at the lake. And then finally, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to her. She flips it over. The Broken One. She haunts the tomb of the man she envied above all. And I'm going to send you all these so that you're able to not forget everything.
Yep. Because
It'll
I
be-
would.
Yeah, it'll be in your Fortunes channel.
Fortunes.
Man, do I wish I took Teen Mind instead of Magic Initiate. So then I would never. So I would just make Parker write all my notes for me.
It's worked
Oh,
out before for y'all.
That's what Jess did last time.
Hmm.
That's what Jess has done several times because Farrell also has keen mind.
Yeah.
I
Um,
was this close. I was between Keen Mind, Magic Initiate, and Dual Wielder
That's what level 4 is for, right?
or Tough.
People really.
What?
I said that's what level 4 is for, right?
Level 4. Level 4.
With that, she slowly gathers the cards back, places them back into their respective decks. I do have one more thing I can offer. This one is individual. If you do not wish for your fortune to be read, I understand. If you do not wish for others to hear, we can do these one at a time. If you'd rather sit and listen to everything, as long as you respect the privacy of others who do not wish that to happen, I don't mind telling you with an audience. Is there anyone who would like to individually know?
I would like to know mine privately.
All right. Well,
I would
Go.
also like mine private if you are so inclined.
definitely. Yolanda, Dracus, I haven't heard from you.
I mean, I don't. But we can all just do, one by one, I guess. But yeah, I want to see.
All right. Well, I'm going to pause our stream for a second, so we will catch back up later. That way we don't hear each other's yet. With that said, I'm going to jump into private chat. Whoever gets in there first gets their fortune read first.
These shows, did you go to the restroom or did you?
No, because they came back just as I was getting up. So I'm like, well.
Well, I needed to
Wait,
go to
in character? Are we going to the restroom in character now?
Everyone in
No.
character has a real quick pee break because y'all drink a lot of wine. While
Wait,
everyone else,
okay,
y'all go
okay.
take care of business. We'll start back up in a second.
Okay.
Alright.
And
Like
we're back.
airmail to throw. Oh, hello.
All right.
Wait,
the only way
delete
I'm
the
gonna-
last 5 seconds.
I can just get like an air horn noise.
Air hard, dude. Ugh.
All right.
No.
So all
Dude,
of you,
we're
all of you find yourselves outside of Madame Eva's tent. You see the old man standing there. He no longer has your. He no longer has your spear, or the piece of silver, and he just kind of points to a distant fire, and you can see that it looks like they're busy heating the silver and melting it down. And then he points at you, and the old man just kind of does like a little shuffle, and he's like, "Go dance."
Wait, who's he talking to?
You.
Does he have my spear?
It's at a different fire being worked on.
Hey, wait, too much cake.
I'll stare at him.
All right. In the meantime, does anyone else want to do anything before the sleepy times?
If I offer to help her on the camp, can I keep the viola?
Yeah.
I would just give the money. I would
don't
give
have-
the money for you.
I don't have money.
But I would give the money for you.
I'm not making you pay.
I wouldn't ask you to.
Is it too
Okay,
bad?
well, he's gonna help around the camp, and you'll pay.
Yep.
Which
I'll
they're
just
fine
pay
with.
less.
There's a fire, right? It's like a fire raging.
There are multiple fires. Yeah.
All right, Vracus will slowly inch towards the fire, and he will get jiggly.
Get jiggly,
It's jiggly.
not wiggly.
Really?
Oh, is it wiggly?
I've heard wiggly.
I've heard jiggy and wiggly.
That's what one of my friends says.
I have
Always, "Let's
heard-
get wiggly."
Get wiggly and get jiggy, but never get jiggly.
All right, this is another phonemic awareness issue. So we'll go with jiggly.
I love it.
Jigglypuff.
So
Jiggly puff.
All right. Yeah. But,
Wait, that is
we'll just-
not an accurate representation that Parker just said.
I know. We'll go down the
Hi,
line.
I'd like
now.
to talk to Irina, please.
Okay. Irina's just kind of like, she's just kind of like humming and kind of like nodding her head along and just kind of awkwardly sitting there. She hasn't partayed in a while.
Are you doing all right, Irina?
Yeah. It's a
I
little
know
bit.
leaving home can kind of be scary.
It's a little louder than I'm used to, but they seem nice.
It's a little louder than I'm used to, and I got a lot of siblings, but it's nice to be around a bunch of people again.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure you're all right.
Yes, I'm doing well. And you can see that she has, she's probably on like her 4th or 5th cup of wine at this point.
Oh God.
Maybe you should stop with the rotted grape juice.
Rotted grape juice.
Rotted grapes.
You might be right. I'm gonna finish this one, then go lay down. My head's starting to get fuzzy.
Yeah, it's not gonna be fun in the morning either. So, finish up. Go to sleep. We'll deal with the hangover in the morning.
She just two-hand just like tips it back and drains it.
Does Melian know about hangovers?
Malion's got a bunch of siblings. She obviously knows about hangovers.
Alright. Well, she called it rotted grape juice, so I'm just...
They only make they exclusively make mead.
Cool.
They don't have grapes. They've got bees.
Hello, bees.
It's just honey made.
Spiders.
Spiders.
All right.
Hundreds and hundreds of spiders.
Alright, so going down the list. Yava, anything you'd like to do before bed?
Just find an open part of the field and stare at the sky where I wish there were I wish there wasn't clouds so I could see the stars.
Yeah. Kind of depressing. But there is a party going on in the background and more fireworks start going off, which is helpful.
No, it just adds to the clouds.
Yeah. It's just smoke and clouds now. And mist. And oppressive fog.
While I'm just kind of like laying there, I'm gonna be tinkering with my my crossbow, trying to get it to do the thing that I want it to do.
Alright. Seashells. Anything from Yolanda?
Yolanda will be attempting to dance with Fracas,
Okay. So,
trying to show him moves that don't look like he's about to attack somebody.
alright. So, Brackus, I'll go ahead and throw you in there too. Are you dancing? Are you trying to follow along with Yolanda, or are you just...
Vracus shies away from the contact.
Okay, well, we don't have to hold hands or anything. We can just let's see. Do? No?
Oh, wait, Dulcie who?
Do? No?
Dosey Do?
Yeah. Is that?
Is that a word?
Dance.
It's a dance thing. Yeah. It's a very
Oh, here
simple,
you go.
like.
Is that the Dosey Do that Parker just
No. No, it's
Oh. said?
Ladies.
Raka starts doing that dance. No, he doesn't.
Ladies.
He doesn't. What is a Dosey Do? That's an actual dance name?
It's where you
Well, it's-
face it away from each other and hook arms and spin around.
Yeah,
Well,
that.
it sounds like bluegrass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's very much like a country, or it's very much like a country or southern thing, I think.
It's part of a hoedown.
North Carolinian. I'm ashamed I don't know that, but
I mean, to be fair, it's more of a Texan thing.
oh, okay.
I mean, I live in the Midwest, but.
Yeah. So, Varkas, you shy away from the contact with Yolanda, and y'all spend.
Yeah, Rakas does not do the Dosey Do.
Yeah. Y'all spend some time.
Darn.
Yolanda actually dancing and Varkas feigning dancing. Malayan is speaking with Irina during this time. Vasilis, anything other than just playing the viol?
Is there any lovely Vistani women that I can charm with this viol?
There are
Oh yeah.
plenty of Vistani women that you can charm with the viol.
Veal?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I believe it's a viola.
like baby cow?
Yeah.
Viol. Like viola.
No, that's
Viol?
veal. You're thinking of veal.
Viola?
It's a small violin.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. I know what that is. Yeah, okay.
No, I'll
I thought we were talking about like baby. Yeah, I got some baby cow here. Anyone want a dinner or something?
Yeah, let me just charm this baby cow into turning into a steak.
Oh my god.
I mean, when you put it that way, I was irrational, but you know.
Hey, you Vistani
No,
women,
that's
look,
just
I've got
my
a sirloin.
Okay. If we're completely honest, that's completely how Parker got me.
Wait.
Please say more.
Later.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do that and just spend
GM trying to bring order to the chaos. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine. I was just gonna say I'll just do that and just spend a lovely warm evening with a lovely lady,
Okay.
telling nice stories and nothing inappropriate, because this is a Christian Minecraft server.
Aids to veal.
Quick PSA. I am gonna have to leave at 10:30 again today, but y'all can continue on
Gotcha.
till 11 if you want.
Okay. Well, I will say, Jean-Pierre, that was relatively tame, and I appreciate that. That was not nearly as bad as the last Vistani party. Or that.
Look, I'm not Molly. I'm not that much. I don't have that much debauchery in me. I'm a professor.
When the
I have a sense
Varros
of class to hold up.
So does the wizard, but the wizard did it anyways.
and then was promptly one-upped by the wagon orgy.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
The lion's gonna curl up next to Irina, like, just because she's used to being with other people at night.
Yeah.
Where's the beast?
Where's the what?
No, we lost the beast.
Oh,
The beast is out hunting.
there you go.
I like how everyone forgot about it.
Well, the unfortunate thing is, I think that he's not going to be able to join us, because the good news is he got hired. He got a job.
Hey, that's good.
But he has to be up at like 5 a.m. and given that right now it's probably 2 a.m. for him.
Let's go. Josh is a working man now.
Yeah.
Mazel
So
tov.
he's probably not going to be joining us, so the beast
He's a
might have went
Molotov?
his separate ways.
Mazel tov. It's a Hebrew thing.
A what?
Like Hebrew.
It's what
He-
he.
oh,
It basically means congratulations.
okay. Yeah, okay.
All right. So yeah, he might not be joining us for at least a while, unfortunately. So we'll just, the beast does his own thing, and he shows up when he does.
Yasha.
Yeah, he's Yasha.
Yeah.
And Gene's just a weirdo, so
Gene's probably just like
he's probably
Gene turned
pretending
into
to be a
passed out in his
Vistani.
lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Honestly,
that.
he's probably just like
He's
hanging
probably
out
the
with y'all.
old man that pushed me forward. No,
He's
no.
the
I
guy
think
with the
you
head
have to-
tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. Yeah, you can all find your suitable respite, company, whatever you'd like. There are empty tents and beds available, as well as some not so empty tents and beds available. We'll put it that way. And you all try to get some sleep, even though the party is going on all around you.
I'm sorry, my dog is making the weirdest noise.
Well, that's not good.
I love that he said my dog.
It's not his. I got it with before he was a part of this.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to have.
I see how it is.
Yeah, you have no ownership.
He has the other one.
The next morning finds you overcast, slightly drizzly. I will say, just a quick note so I don't forget. Yava, Yolanda, Brackus, and Irina all sleep in a bit longer than usual. Instead of the normal 8 hours or whatever, y'all sleep about 10, 11. Y'all have exceptionally great dreams. Whatever those happen to be.
Giving tribute to Vlaakith.
There you go.
Doing it in the stacks.
Irina's dreaming of not being in Rovia, probably.
Yeah.
Yolanda, in your dream, you're like able to do that one-handed handstand you've always been wanting to do.
Yeah.
Do we know why we had an extra hours?
Well, I will say this: for the next 4 hours, the 4 of you are under the benefits of Bless. You
What's
can
that do?
you can add a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice.
I'm
Because
gonna
you'll
go
get
attack
really
the
good
fortune
sleep.
teller.
Fracas, no.
Okay.
So you get to add a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay, all of them or just like one of them?
All of them.
All of them.
For 4 hours.
Bless is just a perpetual buff.
Was it the pie?
I don't know.
The world may
You
never
just
know.
got good sleep.
Okay.
Fuck,
All right. Well, you wake up. A lot of like 2 or 3 of the wagons have actually like gone off. There's still tents and a good collection of the wagons, and most of the horses are still there. But it seems like a couple of them had been there to visit and have gotten back on the road.
All right,
Um,
peace.
You do see the same older man that had told you the story last night. He kind of walks by and
Bless
shakes
you.
one of you that he sees awake. And he kind of just grins and says, "Best get the move on if you want to make good time. I advise you head back the way you came and loop around. Following the river will get you to the bridge. However, you'll be at the bottom of the falls and have to climb up the cliff face."
Do I get my spear back?
Yeah, it's waiting for you when you wake up. It's very shiny. And in addition, there's a filigree on it.
A what?
A little filigree. There's like a little just swirling,
It's really cute.
yeah, this one is like a vine with a flower that just kind of like goes up the center of the blade.
Oh, okay, cool. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
And the road is the open road is yours. If you just want to chill and party with Sunny all for a couple sessions in a row, we can do that. But I feel like you'll want to get to other things.
Marcus wants to hit the road.
Yep.
Vasolis is going to suggest that they go and look into the lake.
Oh yeah, is that on our way at all?
It is. I mean, it's on the way back. Well, we'd have to pass it anyway.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we should do that.
You can definitely ask around about that too. This is a little lake, but I mean, y'all are right along the bank of it, and you don't see anything.
There.
You don't see a child in danger immediately near you.
Can we go around and ask about notable lakes?
Yeah. The kind of what you're told is that there are a number of small small lakes are called pools and are generally referred to as pool. There is a small one that's spills from between the mountains. That's not too far off from here, but that's called Gakis Pool. The only one they refer to as a lake is Lake Zarovik, which is on it's near Valaki. And that one's an actual size of a lake. Given what they're telling about it, it's probably the size of like an interior sea, like the Dead Sea or something. It's big.
Maybe that one then? See where in.
I mean, you could always go ask old lady to clarify.
Sure. I don't know if she will, but can't hurt to try.
You see her in the kind of just sitting by like the stew pot that's cooking for the morning, and she's like, there's a Vistani man sitting facing away from her, like she's seated on a stump and he's sitting in front of the stump facing away, and she's like poking him in the back, and as you like get close, she's tattooing this man. And she just kind of she's in the midst of making a very intricate and very detailed like peacock feather on this man's shoulder blade.
So, I don't mean to interrupt, but when you talked about a kid in a lake, did you mean like the big one, or?
It's the large one, yes, near Valaki. There's
Okay.
a small town there. That would be a good place to check.
Yes, good. Okay, thank you.
And she just goes back. They have... Not only is she a very good tattoo artist, despite looking like she's half blind, the Vistani ink assortment, they have quite a bit of color. And a lot of them have various tattoos and lots of piercings and that sort of thing as well.
Yeah, now I want another tattoo. Okay, focus.
Don't we all?
Do they hurt?
I mean, a little bit, but
I mean, not that much would probably show up on my skin, but
Bright colors always show up on all skins.
yes, but my skin's pretty. Milan will just hold up her hand. It's typical, like a very almost black purple, and
I'm just gonna my
years in
sleeve
the sun.
better than mine. All scales.
I mean, to be fair, you could always, if you get it, they are. You don't have to get it in a traditional color. There's plenty of places that have inks for peculiar skin tones.
Bring me some precious stones and I I can do something that'll show up quite well.
There you go.
Yeah, but now I want that. Later, maybe probably later.
You'll see me again, I'm sure. Good luck on your travels. Be safe. The road is dangerous at all times, but at least you're going during the day.
Yep.
So I take it we get on the road.
We get on the road.
You're on the road again.
Road again.
On the road again.
Remind me again where we're taking Irina.
Y'all are
We're
taking
going to
her
Valaki.
to Valaki.
Excellent. Okay, just checking.
So everything is on your way.
See,
Excellent.
I knew it was on the way. I just couldn't
This is
remember where.
intact city, right? Intact Wallachia.
Yeah, we just burn it to the ground.
Hey, it worked the first
Alright.
time.
Yeah.
It worked
this
the
Was
first
it-
time.
was that-
Second time too.
Did you
Amethyst
get to
hasn't been there
pillage the
yet.
first time?
I mean,
Yeah,
second time we kind of just bailed.
No, this Jess and her party of fuck-ups, they almost burned down the entire town the first time they visited Valaki during the first playthrough.
Amazing.
It wasn't all their fault.
I still hold the count that the second fire was started by the peasants, and I didn't start throwing a fireball until everything was on fire.
That's
I
fair.
didn't start the fire.
And technically it'd be the third time. Technically the third time when we were visiting with Lady Walker. Yeah, definitely that was my fault. That was all on Amethyst.
I was there for that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was chaos incarnate.
Yeah, this is why you always frisk the wizard.
I mean, she did. It didn't help.
No, they didn't. They did not check me for weapons.
They did not. They assumed she wouldn't have any because she's a wizard.
She's a wizard. I put an anti-magic thing on her, and she's like, haha.
So they left me with a dagger and a necklace of fireballs.
Slight oversight on my part. Anyway. So I need someone to roll me a d10. There we go. Alright. It's descriptive of for you. So you make your way back past the crossroads. The gallows, thankfully, has no one hanging from it this evening. Or, sorry, this
Oh.
morning. You do a
Sorry,
couple...
I just remembered something. Never mind.
Okay. You do a couple of twists and turns through the Svalak Woods, as you've been told they're called. Sometimes the path leading you higher up into the kind of hilly terrain that leads up towards the mountains to the south, and then dropping lower. And at this point, you've raised up 500 or 600 feet just in elevation over the course of the day, probably 4 or 5 hours. And you're nearing, you're beginning to hear the roar of a distant waterfall. Yes, Taylor, I'll tell you about that after. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting you to respond to me.
Well, that sounds harsh.
you were busy.
And off the road, kind of not in the mists, but definitely kind of in that direction, you see a small house. And you see a small, still pond of water. And Brackus, you see
What
in
do I
the-
see?
in the house through like it's just the shell of this house. Like there's a couple of walls that are still standing, the roof's gone. You see what seems to be just very faintly the flash of steel or silver or maybe even white gold. Looks like a chest plate or a piece of armor.
Can I investigate?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to go, like, over there. Just from where you are, you can see that there's a piece of armor, but you're not sure of the quality or anything like that. It's just shiny.
Got distracted by something shiny.
I mean, that's
All right,
fair.
I'll say, I see something worth pillaging.
Is it something that belongs to someone else?
I mean,
Unknown.
y'all can all see the house, and after he's pointed in that direction or indicated that direction, y'all can see that there does appear to be armor.
Might be useful. I'm not sure though.
You want to check it out? I'm from
Yeah,
back.
military style. I'll start moving the troops over there.
Well, to make this a little bit easier for you. This is not a corpse, this is armor.
Oh, that's the armor. That looks like a bug.
Yeah, it's not. Here. It's that one. Alright, you can move yourself over there.
Wait, Bragus, wait.
Irina just
Clear.
keeps herself near Malayan.
I miss the military efficiency of the beast, or we're just clearing rooms. I'm with a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah. You wander in there.
You get lost in the forest. Don't expect me to help.
It is indeed a set of armor. It's not silver, unfortunately. It's not the silver armor of the Gith, but it is a fairly good quality steel. It doesn't appear to be rusted or anything. It's maintained. Surprisingly, given the state of everything else around it and the fact that there's a skeleton like contained within it. It's not even a corpse at this point. It is just a skeleton. This appears to be a set of chainmail.
I feel like this is the point where AJ would start talking about curses.
Curses, yep.
I was actually going to say, I was going to actually ask if anyone has a way to determine the magic.
Or detect magic, or?
Yes, determine if something is magical.
I can touch it.
I poke it with a mage hand. Invisibly.
It moves slightly.
I'm just gonna touch it. So then I go over there and I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes and cast Identify.
Okay. So, Galva just sits there, takes out the big-ass pearl that y'all found on the statue, begins casting Identify. How about everyone else during this 10 minutes? Y'all up to anything?
I'm gonna keep an eye out.
Okay.
I'll also keep an eye out.
Both of y'all can roll perception, or one of you can do it at advantage.
I'll also roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll roll myself as well.
Yeah, I miss the rolling days with like +7. It's just like, I'll roll for both of us.
So, well, Solace, you don't see anything immediately in here. in this building, or on this side of the kind of the wall that's still standing.
Mm-hmm.
Lion, you're fairly confident that y'all are alone. You don't see anything. In fact, you don't hear anything right now either, other than yourselves.
That's not good.
It's not super uncharacteristic. Y'all have hit patches where it's just completely silent like this too, especially when y'all first got here. But it definitely did get quieter as y'all got off the road.
We need to hurry up and get back on the road. Now remember what they said, it's dangerous out here.
Well, the identify spell finishes. Yava, you learned that this set of chainmail is very slightly enchanted. It automatically repairs its own the rings if any are torn during, like the daily stresses of wear or combat. They automatically fix themselves. It doesn't actually add any protection on, but you just don't have to spend any time maintaining it, which is nice.
I'm gonna tell that to Breck.
Does that have an entry on D&D Beyond, or?
No. It's very similar to Clothes of Mending. It's just it's more a flavor effect rather than an actual mechanical benefit.
So it's always going to be shiny armor.
Yeah, it'll always look brand new.
Rackus will, without a care in the world, just tear it off the skeleton, and in front of everyone will strip off his own chainmail and put this new chainmail on top of his well, I guess not undergarments, but whatever you put under chainmail.
Lots and lots of padding.
I imagine it's just clothes. It's just like clothes and like cloth padding.
Yeah, padding, whatever.
I imagine that in the 10 minutes that it took me to do the spell and the ritual, that I would have been taking the pieces off the skeleton, fully aware of what Arrakis will be doing if I could.
The mine's looking on in horror as y'all are like stripping skeletons.
Is it like +1, or is it just regular?
No, it's
chainmail,
just standard chainmail.
Okay.
It's just shiny.
It's just always gonna look nice.
Oh, what about armor? In D&D Beyond, there's armor of gleaming chainmail.
Is there?
That's all it says. This armor never gets dirty. That's all it says.
Yeah, you can put that on there.
Ryan's gonna mutter stuff under her breath
She hates.
as she walks over to the skeleton and casts Decompose.
I'll link it.
Okay. Yeah, it's.
That's all it is. That's it.
That's very similar to what it is. Yeah.
Isn't that awesome that that's in D&D Beyond?
It is.
All right, I
Yes.
will go ahead and shed off my. Anyone need some chainmail?
I too restrictive.
Malian,
Yolanda
you're
just looks
seeing.
down at herself like. No.
I'll dump my other. Well, I guess I got enough room to keep carrying it to sell it. So whatever.
I have a bag of holding. You can stick it in.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put it in the bag. I'll throw it to her.
An arm
Throw
reaches
the
out
links
from the
of
back.
chainmail.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll violently throw the links of chainmail at her.
Violently throws chainmail.
Oh, that hurt.
Malian, the bones
my
have long since
apologies.
been stripped of any flesh, but a lichen does begin to start sprouting from it.
Or what?
Lichen?
She was casting Decompose on the bones.
Yeah, what's a lichen?
Like a moss, basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
Or is it
But it's
lichen?
not,
Is that
but-
just a word that I've always mispronounced?
No, it's lichen.
Okay.
I
Is
was
it?
just
I thought it was
I've just-
lichen.
It looks like lichen, but it's lichen.
I've never heard that word used, so word used
Well, it's a
before.
word that I've always read and
I
never heard.
Is it like is it the
For a
first
second-
stage? Honestly, with given us Jess, I would be surprised that's the first stage of like lichdom. I'm gonna decompose this body into a lichen, and then 3
You're
sessions
thinking of
later, it's a
amethyst.
lich. Well, yeah, I know, but Jess has. I think Jess likes liches, just period.
Dude, I love the concept of a good lich. Also, is now medium armor?
Praise Blacketh.
Chainmail
But
is
yeah,
heavy armor.
Oh, it's heavy. Okay, never
The
mind.
chain shirt
You're
is
thinking
medium.
of chain shirt, I think.
is it really heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's not just like the chain shirt part, it's like the full like the coat of chain that goes down to like mid calf or mid shin, sorry.
But
But, yeah.
Brack, you had chainmail on though, right?
I had chainmail that's now in your bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm adding it to my little list that I've created for myself to remember.
Okay.
Oh, I can give you not a PDF, an Excel sheet if you like.
Oh, that's what I'm using, basically.
No. Like I have one that like does like the calculations and stuff.
Oh, then yes.
The what calculations?
It's basically
Inventory management for
yeah, it's basically for inventory management, but it's an Excel sheet someone made specifically for
Bag of holding.
yes, for bags of holdings. Bag of holdings, the Haverty whatever sack, and some other third thing that I think is from like another edition or like a homebrew thing. There might be a weird thing when you open it up, because like the actual part where it calculates the where it actually calculates the like total weight, you just need to go where like if I open it up, hold on. Yes, there'll be a section that says capacity. Just put in 500 there, and it'll just calculate it itself regularly.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I found this one day and I've just been using it ever since.
well, given your perceptions from earlier, Lion, after you cast the decompose, the air around you visibly grows colder.
Oh no,
We need to go. We need to go.
it's a lich. No,
It's a like.
it's a like.
Let's pronounce it.
It's a like.
Lichen and likes.
Can I roll Arcana?
I want that as a sticker.
Parker.
Yes, you can. Just to kind of get. Is this a vibe check?
Essentially, it's like, do I recognize this from my stuff? My stuff and things?
Yeah. Cold like this just manifesting is generally a sign that energy was drawn to manifest a undead creature. Something like a ghost or something incorporeal. And just chilling on the road, floating about 10 feet above the road, is a spectral form of a woman. Just kind of like head uncomfortably like cracked to the side, hair covering most of the face, just floating there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as like he felt the cold, he pulls out his rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Vacus.
You guys are the group to this is something not right.
Yeah, you don't even need that.
Oh, so do I have like a silver? What weapon do I have now?
You have
A silvered spear.
Yeah, just a silvered spear. If it doesn't pop up, just write that it's silvered. Oh, you going to stab the thing? Or were you just trying to... Okay.
No. I just click shit. You know me by now. I click random shit.
That's fair. My apologies.
And I get addicted. Like, add equipment.
It's too late to put it back. I think.
How is there no silver spear in the game? That's crazy.
Oh, that's because on D&D Beyond, what you have to do is if you go under the weapon to customize it, and there's a specific section that says silvered.
Well, there you go.
There's you can't actually find like silvered greatsword, silvered axe, stuff like that yet.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird, yeah.
Let's see
I
if
don't know
that
why they
works.
didn't bother to just add that. It's probably for the best if you just like change the name to say silvered spear,
Yeah, to remind me.
because that's what I did. Not in this game, but in another game, I had a silvered warhammer, and it didn't show up silvered. So to not confuse DM, I put in silvered in the name.
Well,
There you go.
How does
Nice.
everyone react to seeing this? I know Malion's not happy about saying it.
Who is it? What is it? Or sorry, not who.
ghost.
There's a ghost floating in the air, about 10-15 feet up.
My character's shows
Definitely not good.
nerves.
As long as it doesn't look like me, I think I'll be okay.
Oops, sorry, I misclicked again.
You know, Yava, now that you're kind of looking at it from over that wall, it doesn't look like you. Kind of looks like Malion.
Ruh-roh.
Just a little bit. Like, it's not her. It's elvish.
Does it look like a dusk elf?
No, there's no color or anything to determine that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely kind of the angular features. But
Okay.
there's hair obscuring most of the face.
Okay.
Nice initiative roll, though.
What are we doing? Is that what we're doing? Okay.
Yeah,
Guess
probably
we're
best.
going.
If you,
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to
probably.
fight it, don't just be like, "Hey, how's it going?" and see if it
Hey.
responds.
Howdy,
Alright,
howdy,
who wants to control Vracus in 7 minutes?
Y'all might be finished in 7 minutes.
If you want to send me a link, I can.
How do I
I'm
send
not-
you a link?
Just go to your D&D Beyond sheet settings, and just there should be a thing where like it says edit character, manage levels, that whole thing. If you just go to shareable link and send that to me. If you guys want, I can make a D&D Beyond campaign so you guys can have access to the book, to all my books when you guys make characters and stuff. Unless someone already has done that for the group.
I think we're all in D&D Beyond right now.
No. Like, you know how you can make campaigns?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's for y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jess has most of the books, if not all of them at this point, and we have another person that has everything too. But
I
thank
do not
you.
have all of them. I just have the source books, and I have to purchase Von Richten's yet.
It's very sad. It's a very good book.
I know. I've been leeching off of John with that one, though, so.
Well, I will say we got everyone except Irina, because I always forget about Irina. Sorry, Irina. Love you.
It's fine.
Don't be mad at me.
I'm trying to form a platonic relationship with Irina.
Gals being pals.
Let's fight this ghost.
That way I would like to do.
Yeah, I'm ready to attack, but I got a long way in order.
My character wouldn't be against it, but he kind of looks at the others if we're actually like intending to fight.
Is it too late to put the armor back?
Let's go, Irina!
Typically, when these things manifest, it's better to put them out of the misery and let them just fester.
I don't know if I can punch a ghost.
Well,
One way to find out.
That's rather poor thoughts. It's always trying.
Vasilis and Yava and Irina. Irina would be before you, Yava, but I'm gonna let you go first because it'll help me. Yeah. So, Vilsalis, what would you like to do?
You said is it in the air?
Yeah, it's about 15 feet up, just floating there.
All right.
Oh, wait, here, I'll switch to some more ghostly music.
I will. Oh shit! I forgot to roll for Kai.
Yeah. So, I don't remember if I mentioned this. If you roll for it, it's subject to area of effect and that sort of thing. If you don't roll for it, it's fine.
Well, it says if I want it to be in combat.
Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of have to roll for it, unless you're.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you want it to be in the fight, roll for it.
It's subjective. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
No, it did not roll. I'm just gonna do that.
Here, I can make a. Oh, you
I
got
have
it.
one for Kai on here. It's at 15.3. I don't know if everybody can see that.
There we go.
Okay.
Fix it.
Go for
I
it.
forgot to. I'm gonna cast Armor Agathis on myself.
Okay.
So like amongst the cold air, you see kind of like a cold fogged breath. It posted it. Cold like fogged breath kind of like come out of Solus that kind of manifests as like it just kind of wraps around him and then just kind of manifests almost as like for a brief second you almost see like clawed hands that just kind of latch onto his shoulders, almost like pauldrons, that kind of like go down and look almost like pauldrons, as his armor now has bits of like frost and things on it.
Nice.
And as for my bonus action, I am not gonna do anything else because I can't do anything else because I'm not moving closer to that thing just yet. I'm waiting to see what it does.
All right. Yava.
Seeing as it looks to me like a little buddies, I'm just gonna shoot at it.
Okay. 9. It's not gonna do it.
9 or 9? What did I say?
9.
9.
9?
This crossbow is magical, right?
Uh-huh.
Would you edit the name of it to just say +1 so I remember?
What? How's she already have a +1 crossbow?
Artificer.
Infusions.
I have infusions.
Oh.
Wait, question, is this the repeating kind or is this just a regular +1?
No, it's an enhanced weapon, so it grants +1 to bonus to attacks and damage rolls made with it.
Oh. Okay. I usually see the repeating more, so I was curious.
Yeah.
I have the repeating shot as well, but I don't have extra attack, so it won't benefit me. It would benefit somebody else when they get extra attack.
All right, I gotta go. I'm so tired.
All right, sorry, man.
No, that's all right. I've just been working too hard. And waking up too early. On my turn though, just remember I am a Psi warrior, so I can use psionic power, telekinetic movement.
Will do.
Hit.
I'll do my best to try and learn your gym jam as quick as I can.
All right, I have faith. Just don't let me die. I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest when it comes. I'm gonna be honest. If it comes to being like, hey, I gotta go in the middle, like, but we're in the middle of a fight, I might be one of the better people to do this.
Okay, I'll take that confidence.
He's
Well,
pretty.
you get him or me, and
I like to think.
Yeah, I know Jess. I've
I'm
seen Jess play a melee character with Molly, or I mean, whatever, Lucian. But I have faith in you too.
I like to think I'm good when it comes to combat.
Okay. All right. I'll catch y'all later. Okay.
Have a good
Later.
See ya.
Bye.
Also, Parker,
one.
you mind refreshing the initiative so Kai is
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Alrighty.
it was
Well,
Irina's turn.
yeah, unless you had anything else, Taylor.
Gonna. Yeah. Reposition myself over here.
Okay. Can do. Yeah, this wall is it's cracked and that sort of thing in certain places. You can definitely climb over it. Just consider it difficult terrain to get over the wall. But I think that's still well within your movement.
Yep.
Irina has her kind of, it's like a side sword, so it's kind of a blend between rapier and just like a standard arming sword. A little bit thinner blade, just kind of designed for her. But she also has this small little hand crossbow that she's gonna take a shot with. She,
The duality of man.
yeah, she
Okay.
pulls the
Like, same.
yeah, she pulls the crossbow out, and Vilsalis, you see this. She puts the bolt in, aims, presses the trigger, and it just doesn't go off because she forgot to cock it, and then she's spending the rest of her turn like drawing back the string.
Okay, I don't want to condescend her, but I will ask if she's willing to let me use it.
She just looks over and she's like, fine.
I promise the way I ask it, because I don't feel like actually like audibly like describing how I ask. He's not condescending in any way. He's literally just like, "Do you mind if I give it a shot?" No pun intended. Jesus Christ, kill me.
Yay.
She does hand it over, so
Will give. No, I will give Yolanda the help action with
okay.
Kai.
Cool.
The ghost is going to use its movement speed to hover about 20 feet overhead, about right here. So it's about 20 feet up. And
Does Varacus get an attack of opportunity?
it's in the air.
It's also too far.
Unless he has a way to reach it.
He doesn't. He does not have. Oh, well, actually, hold. Let me check. What the fuck's this size strike thing?
I don't know that he can do that on reaction though.
He cannot. It's just another thing he has. I was just like trying to see what the fuck it is. No, he cannot because he only has a spear, which is not does not reach for some reason.
All right, but yeah, no kidding. All right, folks.
Dude, I hate that it's not so much. It doesn't make sense.
Good luck, guys.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Ooh, I hate
Con
that.
save, please.
Oh, don't like that at all.
Hey.
You take 10 seconds.
Am I in the range where I need to make a con save as well?
Everyone is.
Everybody. And immediately, Kai poofs.
Yava, you take 10 psychic damage. Lion, you take 10 psychic damage.
What?
You
Wait,
take
why?
10 psychic damage.
But
why though?
we made the save.
Yeah, so on a success, a creature takes 3d6 psychic damage. On a failure, like seashells, and let me roll for Irina. Where's Con? Oof.
You're gonna kill my character already.
I'm not gonna kill your character.
Hey, have faith in the cleric. Have faith in the cleric.
Y'all have a cleric.
We have specifically the best cleric.
Y'all have the
a
best
grave cleric.
Yeah. Irina and Yolanda, and how about Brackus?
Oh shit! Right.
I'm sure he'll make it given his. Unless he
plus
just dumb
5.
stat. Imagine a fighter dubstep. Yeah.
No. Crit
So-
success.
He'll take 10 psychic.
I can't change. I can't.
It's fine. I'll do it on here.
Thank you.
All right. So, Yolanda and Irina both slump into unconsciousness. Your health drops to 0 as the banshee wails.
As it wails, Solus just covers his ears. As the spiked pauldrons turn back into claws and just kind of like rip into it. Because that was enough to take away
Oh yeah, that was
all of the temp HP.
Well, at least you didn't take actual damage.
I did not take actual damage. It's cold damage though. I don't know if that matters.
No, because it wasn't a melee attack.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So yeah, it just took 10.
Yeah, this
10 damage.
This annoying thing floated up there, opened its mouth, and screamed so loudly that all of you hurt from it, and Yolanda and Irina just both gave up the will to live.
Yolanda, never mind. Even if you add up, you're blessed. Did Yolanda have the bless?
Oh, Irina
yeah,
had
I
bliss too,
did.
actually. Nope.
I'm like, I don't think it helped.
I rolled a 4 though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because it's only a D4. At most,
Because
you
I-
get an 8.
Unless you
Mhm.
had
It
inspiration.
was because it was a 2. So.
Does anyone have inspiration at this point?
I do.
Jacob does.
Oh, I actually do.
Do you want to use it?
Yes, please.
Okay, then you're not unconscious, so you just take 10 psychic damage.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me of that.
How much HP does that leave you at?
Not a lot.
I didn't think so.
Not
That'll
a
be
lot.
fine.
Oh,
Sorry,
It's only a
you're more
challenge.
useful to me if you're down. I'm sorry.
It's only a
oh
challenge
no,
rating 10.
she's right. Literally, Grave Cleric's whole thing is just like, oh, you're down. Guess what? You get healed for full.
You're more useful to me dead.
Well, I'm more useful to me not dead, so.
It's only a challenge rating 12. Y'all will be fine.
Still challenge
Are
rating
you?
12.
Are
I'm
you?
kidding. I'm kidding.
So run
No,
fast.
of course
I'm
not.
kidding. Lion, it is your turn though. That's all it does.
Okay, so quick thing as my fucking bonus action because Grave Cleric is amazing. Spare the dying on Irina because it's a bonus action and ranged.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
All right. The Grave Clerics are great.
I love them. I always tend to play them.
Hashtag not caduceus.
Hey, that's
Definitely
good damage
hits.
too.
Hat
Nice.
almost always forgets that Spare the Dying is ranged.
Yeah, it's 30 feet. It's so good.
That was a
I like to
very
think like
nice
a
damage
flower
roll.
crown or like a small flower bed forms around him.
Yeah. She just has a singular mushroom sprouting from her nose. Kidding. You can flavor it however you'd like. But very nice roll. Well, the entire pack that she was looting from just scatters to your feet, so you have all of them.
Perfect. I'll just assume it's 20.
Yeah, it was.
Alright. It's on to ask.
All right. So you move. That's bonus action movement. It is Jacob and then Seashells. I think Jacob has javelins. I can't remember.
Hey, what do we do with those crossbows? I don't remember. Like, what do we do with those crossbows that we found in the Death House? I know a lion has one because you kept the hand
Yeah,
crossbow,
the
right?
hand crossbow. You have the light crossbow.
Did I have? I guess I
Yeah,
didn't
you
add
did
it to
take the
my
light
sheet.
crossbow. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I didn't add it to my sheet then.
Mhm.
Yeah, you do have the light. I don't think anyone took the heavy because
I
you haven't used it.
no, I think we took it and we probably gave it to the beast.
That's fair.
The beast or Rack is one of them, but I don't remember who.
I'll check.
I
mean, it would be on his sheet. Yeah.
And you said there was 20 for late as well,
Mhm.
or there was like each.
Yeah, each one had 20.
Okay.
He has hand axes you can throw.
Yeah, he also has a spear he can throw too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait, when other than yourself, if you see the target is within 30 feet, you can move it up to... I'm gonna pull it down. Jesus Christ, okay, that was a lot. But yes, I'm gonna use telekinetic movement to just try and pull the Banshee down to our level.
Okay. Let's see what his modifier is. He uses his intelligence mod. I think that's what the site does.
Unless actually I actually don't think it says I can move an unwilling target. That's so weird.
No, one willing creature. Oh.
It only says willing.
He could yeet one up in there so she can punch a ghost.
I was gonna say, fuck, would you be willing to let me throw you?
I would if I thought I could punch a ghost. I don't think I have the thing that lets me punch ghosts yet, but I can try.
I mean, you can punch ghosts, you'll just be doing half damage.
But you also have your radiant damage.
You also have that too.
Yeah, but I can do that without getting
Yeah,
thrown
that's fair.
at it.
I'll just hold an action, and I'll hold an action to throw Vesolis.
Okay.
Like a baby.
Good to know.
Hi, kitty.
It will never expect to be thrown. Oops. Ah, tiefling. Alright. Well, holding that action. Seashells?
Okay.
Just one thing of note. When Malayan hit it and did that massive amount of radiant damage, it did flicker a little bit and lose some height. It's sitting at about 15 feet now.
Okay. I'm gonna use the Radiant Sunbolt. Just punch up.
Yeah. Hit the same spot that Malayan hit earlier.
Then that. I'm gonna use a key point to do that 2 times.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hit. It's bloody. Well, it's not bloodied, it's a ghost, but
It's flickering.
it's
It's
flickering.
ectoplasmed.
That just sounds like funny.
Is the 3rd one hit?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to run away.
Seashell's character single-handedly just like wrecking an encounter. Yeah.
Took a lot of damage, okay? I'm running away.
You did as you and Jess combined did 40 points of damage in 2 turns.
Woo!
To something that has a lot of resistances. So good on you. I
To be fair, if I hadn't had inspiration, I would not be conscious to do that, so.
That is fair.
Yeah, I was going to have to ask if I could use, like, as an action, use Spare the Dying, and then as a bonus action, use it again.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Or Healing Word.
Or Healing Word if you have that.
I don't have it prepped.
Oh.
Oh,
Jess.
come on.
You're the cleric.
But
I have Cure Wounds and healing, prayer of healing prepped, guys.
Healing Word will always be Cure Wounds.
Healing Word is always useful.
But regardless, Velsolis, about the time you're like, why doesn't she have healing? Whoa, you're launched into the air.
Alright, I guess as that gets launched up, I will, just do my best to just try and like do go like a rising kind of cut with the rapier. Just I suppose just try and land on his feet.
Yeah.
As I imagine, like the momentum just kind of like causes him to like flip almost.
Yeah. Well, thankfully he can move you 30 feet, so he can control the upwards and downwards movement.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know. I didn't realize
he's-
that. I thought he's literally just a force push.
No, you can move a creature up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space, so he could do 15 up and then 15 down.
I don't have advantage with this at all, do I?
No.
Didn't think so.
Well, how about this? Roll a stealth check.
Sure.
Prepared for you to be going up.
Yeah, it was not expecting it.
Only an 11.
11 beats its passive perception.
Amazing.
Yeah, because in my book that definitely fits the unexpected strike.
Amazing.
Go ahead and roll your sneak attack.
It already did.
Oh.
And as soon as that happens, I use Wail of the Grave on Malayan. Okay, I don't. Because I was like, oh yeah, I could do that too.
Alright, 17 reduced to...
I want to do that soon. I hope I can do that soon.
Yeah. 8 damage. It's nearly dead, guys. Almost there.
Proceeds to wreck our shit.
Malayan, you did see, just given your passive perception probably being ungodly, over here, just patiently waiting for someone to die, is a little will-o-wisp. But as soon as this fight starts to turn, it just flies off. Y'all did too much damage to the thing for it to want to swoop in. Which saved Irina.
Yay.
Hooray.
And Yavin, is your
A
turn.
vulture that's like, oh wait, it's still alive. Nope.
You.
That hits.
Whoo.
8 piercing. Nice. Irina snores. This thing is going to expose its face. It's a fright roll.
Is that to someone specific or everybody?
It's to everyone within 60 feet that is awake.
It was 60.
Yeah. So, Malayan, you're scared of it. Basilis, you're
Where
fine.
it already was.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's the only thing this does, so you just can't get closer to it. Y'all are fine. Yep. And then it's going to try to fly away, because it's still got a little bit of height. It's like 10 feet. I will
Can I make a... Can I make an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you and Jacob. Well,
He
you
can't.
and you.
He can't reach.
As it
Oh, you mean with him carrying me?
well, he raised you up and then lowered you back down, so it had sank to 10 feet. Sorry if I forgot to say that. Each time it took damage, it's been sinking. So it is within reach of both of you.
Oh, okay.
Because you're back on the ground.
Okay, sorry. For some reason, I thought he was still lifting me.
No, it's just a displacement. But yeah, that hits, and then I can roll his since you're doing that. Oh, never mind. You're faster. He misses, though. But you're set.
Oh, duh. Only 11.
Only 11.
Because I'm assuming no sneak attack.
No, but oddly enough, even just stabbing a ghost with a sword sometimes can still kill it. As it flies off.
Hooray.
Do you have any specific aim?
No, not really. I just imagine it's just a quick just thrust through it.
It starts to fly off, and you're like, no! You stab it, and it just disappears, and you're like, shit, it went invisible, and then it just doesn't show back up. So, we did it, guys. I'm so proud of you.
Yay, inspiration!
Hooray.
Well, given how fast you killed it, the only person that's gonna have one of the stress effects is poor Irina.
Oof.
So, Irina has one stress.
I will just pick her up and just. Well, first no, I'll lean down and just like.
I do have healing word, guys, so Irina's gonna get a full
At her
4 points of.
Wait, you do have healing word?
Yeah, I do have healing word.
4 plus wisdom.
Okay, 4 plus 4, so she gets 8.
Oh, she's feeling so much better than she was.
Oops.
Oh wait, that's the wrong way to do that. Poor baby is only it rocked her shit. She has a little bit more health in terms of plot armor. So that we don't have what happened to us in the other campaign.
Oh god, no, not again.
But yeah, she's back awake, just kind of slumped, and she's like, "Did we win?"
Yes. You okay, Les?
That was really loud. She just like picks herself back up off the ground.
Yeah, no, don't feel bad. I almost passed out too.
What happened was Yolanda passed out for half a second, hit the ground, shook herself back awake, and stood back up real quick. It
Yep,
never
I'm
happened.
like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Well, I do think we are going to stop as y'all get to. Y'all won't reach Falahi today, given the distance. But you could probably make it to the waterfall if you push on.
Yeah.
Let's push on a little bit.
Unless you want to stay at the creepy haunted house.
No,
Really.
but especially not since Lion would have informed the group that she did see a will-o-wisp.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Would I know
Wait,
what that is?
Would I know what that is?
Roll it. It's an arcana or a history, or even nature, honestly.
I know what it
They're
is.
no good. They're no good. That's what they are.
Yeah, you know the will-o-wisp from real life? It's that.
I actually don't know the
Oh,
legends.
so they look like lanterns,
Yeah, they're like the little
the little balls of light, and
Yeah.
they lead you to your death. But in D&D, they wait until you die and then drain your energy.
Huh.
How do they get energy if you're dead?
Like they just wait until you reach 0 hit points, and then like when you're making death save throws, you make a con save, and on a failure, you're dead, and they regain health.
Huh.
So they basically take people's like dying breath.
Yikes. Okay.
They also, as a player, they also get people really mad at you when you're a DM and you throw it at them. When they clearly decided to follow the will-o-wisp into the forest.
That was still so fucking funny.
Yep.
Clearly will-o-wisp, we don't need to follow it. Yeah, but it looks fun.
And then he got mad at me for no good reason. It's like, you're the one who followed it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
All right. So within a couple more hours, you finally reach the waterfall. At this point, you can't hear anything just because of how loud this thing is. The dirt road clings to the sides of the mountain and ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone spanning a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley, and you can roughly see like the faint firelight and smoke from the Vistani encampment you just came from.
What? I missed something.
You'll just add a bridge.
Okay.
This bridge on the map in particular.
My brain just like pulled a Yolanda computer.
Randomly decided it wasn't working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, let me ask this: is the plan roughly to get as much distance as you can before you sleep again?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all spent a day on
I guess.
Y'all spend a day on the road. You probably have 2.5, 3 more, depending on your speed.
Yeah, just probably as far as we can, and before we can find. Unless we're looking for like a specific place to settle down, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just reveal this part of this whole side of the map, honestly. Given that you're really high up and can probably see.
Oh, hey, we can see Strahd's house.
Strahd's house. Yeah, I mean, you've
Yeah,
never
I
been
can-
not able to see Strahd's house, honestly. Time to start
I
our
can see
own
my house.
pentagram.
Yeah, because he described the looming castle over Barovia.
Yeah. Whoever built it. It wasn't Strahd that built it, but whoever did so did it in a way that anyone can see it from anywhere, pretty much.
They were commentating or something.
Other side of
what you're
those mountains.
saying.
Donkey just looks at Strike very confused. Yeah, on the other side of the mountain, probably not. But otherwise, yes. Because it's kind of up in the mountains itself, overlooking a valley. But yeah, you push on. Y'all make it to the Crossroads, which is probably where y'all camp for the evening. It's a very familiar set of gates. So once again, you see those same gates with the, you don't see the statues. They're likely on the other side of the bridge. But yeah, the big iron gates, you know, if you get close to them, the gates are going to creepily open up by themselves. There's a little kind of natural, like, I don't want to say valley because y'all are in a valley, but there's like a little area of earth beside the gate that would make a fairly good encampment. If you want to go to the other side of the gate, you obviously could, but on this side you have some hills that kind of obscure you from view of the road and everything.
That would probably be the best place to camp.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I also have this little trinket that can help us kind of figure out if somebody's coming up.
like what? What's it do?
It there's a little like ringy in my ear when it gets set off.
Like an alarm kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds useful.
When
Above game, are you just saying that you can cast alarm?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was asking.
oddly enough, artificer components and wizard components for alarm are just tripwires.
Oh yeah,
Tiny bell,
it's
and
literally
fine
just
silver
tripwires.
But I feel like in for mentally alerting yourself rather than it being an actual alarm going off, I feel like the string's just tied to the end of your finger.
Hey, look, an audible alarm can be produced,
I know.
but
Gosh, there's mushrooms that they grow in the Underdark as alarm systems that just yell when you get close to them.
That's terrifying.
That's awesome.
Well, I say yell,
That is
they
super growl.
squeal.
Okay. Hey Parker.
Mhm.
Oh wait, actually, doesn't someone have incense?
Uh,
Oh, I think you bought it from the shopkeep.
oh yeah, I think that's you.
Because we talked about the inflation making it easier to buy it.
Right.
No, I know I did, but I didn't. I only bought the one
Yeah,
because I didn't have enough for more than one. I thought someone else also had some.
the only way anyone else would
No.
have some is a priest's pack.
Mm, does Malaya not have a priest pack?
No, she does not.
Mm,
No.
No incense for you.
Now you know what to buy in town.
yup.
I'm sorry.
My little bird
I'm sorry for your poor
will.
bird. I'm not trying to kill it, I promise.
No, it's fine, dude. Trust me. In my Monday game, we had an EK wizard, war mage or whatever that had a pseudo dragon. He died almost constantly.
I'm just glad to know that I'm not the only person to feel familiar.
No, I think this happens more than people think.
Mm-hmm.
When people like go to pick familiars.
And honestly, let's be real, the owl's always the best choice.
I
Unless
don't know
it's
without.
I'll vouch for ravens. I will vouch for ravens.
I
That's
will
fair.
vouch for ravens or kitty cats.
Think of having a pet rat like Scabbers.
a little funkin'.
I mean, I
Uh,
love Khan in his snake form just because of the aesthetic,
Yes.
but like
Well-
Khan in his raven form is so much more useful.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't thinking of Frumpkin. I own 2 kitty cats, so I like the kitty cat.
I mean, kitty cats are nice.
I will
yeah,
say
it's funny.
something that
I'm talking
you would
about
have,
you. Yeah.
that Velcelis would have noticed.
Baby.
When you
What?
brought Con, or not Con, when you brought
Kai.
back,
Hmm.
he was looking a little rough. A little Pet Cemetery-ish.
Oh.
Eventually, he'll be this is above game. Eventually, he'll be a full skeleton and still function like
Cool.
normal.
Cool.
Not creepy at all.
There's a
I like skeletons.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna run down the list, so that I don't forget them. Alarm, instead of hearing a mental ping, you just hear a scream. Which you wouldn't know until it happens, by the way.
Lovely.
Uh,
Oh,
the spell Spirit Gardens. The spell Spirit Guardians are always going to be ghostly skeletal warriors, no matter what you try to summon.
That's kind of cool.
The
Oh,
That's
I
really
was
funny.
gonna summon guardian mushrooms.
when
Damn
you-
it!
aw.
They could still wear like mushroom caps.
Yeah, they could be fungal skeletal warriors, which
Yeah,
is
like
more
they're
terrifying.
they just look like clickers or whatever.
Oh gosh, that's terrifying. I love it.
You're welcome.
Jess, do you know what clickers are?
I do not. So somebody needs to send a photo.
No,
I will do it.
I don't want to
Miss
see.
zombies.
It's from Last of Us. Just here, I'll throw it. I'll send it to her. I'll do it in her private one,
Okay.
so no one has to see it.
Oh my god, I just look up clickers and it's just a bunch of fucking remotes.
Yeah. Mage hand, if it's a visible mage hand, is always skeletal instead of just being a hand.
That's
Uh,
why you were telling Bractus that.
If you
Yeah,
cast,
but it's telekinesis
Yeah.
or it's psionic, so we don't actually see it.
his is not
Yeah.
actually a mage hand. It's just it works the same as the spell does. The spell Find the Path, which I don't think anyone will ever pick. A
What
child's
the fuck
spirit
is that
of
spell?
it shows you the shortest, most direct physical route to a specific location you're familiar with. But if you cast it, a child's spirit appears and guides you to the desired location. It doesn't talk, it just holds your hand and leads you.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Except it's a ghost.
It's still
Kind of
adorable.
sad.
Bigby's hand is also a skeletal hand.
I like that a lot. I like that so much. It's just a big dumb fist. It's just a big dumb skeleton fist.
The familiar is undead. I make it a slow change for Find
That's
Familiar.
cool.
Phantom
cool.
Steed is always a skeletal horse. Or skeletal, whatever, I guess. Revivify, you wake up screaming no matter what. Fog Hand, claws form in the fog. When you cast Gust of Wind, a ghastly moan accompanies the wind. Yeah, it's got some good alterations in here. Remind me to do that for Avernus, because I think there are some in there too. But, guys, y'all have reached level 4.
Yay!
Nice.
Ow, why did that pop my shoulders? I reached up, I put my hand in the air to do the yay, and then